Welcome back to Movie Plot Recapped. The film begins with a scene in an elementary school, where a doctor arrives for a routine checkup on the students. On the other side, we are told this is now a modern world. The beauty standards have been changed here. People who were intelligent and heightened did not consider beauty to be attractive. People who are healthy and fluffy are considered beautiful and attractive. The people didn't even like to see the skinny ones. The school scene is again shown. The teacher used Zan Pang as an example because he had been the class fat boy for the previous 5 years. His weight was 100 kilograms. The nurse was asking the kids to eat more like Zan Pang, so they can gain more weight. After school, Zan Pang's mother is shown. Everyone was appreciating the weight of Zan Pang and his mother, because they have more weight than others. And a lady here was worried because of her daughter's weight. She was slimmest in the school, and it discovers none wants to marry skinny people in this modern age. On the other hand, Zan Pang likes her weight. He likes her as slim and says in front of everyone Tian is slim but she looks beautiful. He was saying that she isn't like the others, who appear fatty and ugly. Zan Pang was also asking his mother about losing weight, because he feels the fatty ones aren't fit. He says to his mother, "I am so fat that I can't do anything properly. I can't even stand properly. My feet start aching because of standing for a long time." He was saying don't like fat people like pigs. I want to be slim like birds and want to fly in the air like them. But his thinking was changed from the world and the society. That's why his mother was scolding him and doesn't give him permission to lose weight. She was asking him to eat more things. Zan Pang is again shown in the school the next day. He was playing on the ground and discovers the kids were bullying Tian because she was thin. He saves Tian, but she wasn't happy with it, because she feels Zan Pang says this not out of sympathy but to make her feel degraded. As Zan Pang says, "There is nothing like this, and I appreciate you clearing up her misunderstanding." Tian slaps him for this. Many years passed in the movie, but still, the fatty ones are considered beautiful in the beauty standards. The actresses in the films and even the singers are also shown fat. Zan Pang has grown elder as a slim human. He runs a donut shop because he makes healthy donuts. Due to it, people can't gain weight, so people don't buy his donuts. His mother was worried about Zan Pang and his shop as well. He doesn't gain weight, and no one buys his donuts. His mother is shown angry because he does against society. It doesn't matter to him what people are saying for him. His mother was asking him to add more sugar to donuts. Zan Pang refuses while saying we should make healthy products, not fattening. Zan Pang's girlfriend is shown and her name was Menco. She was thin like him and feels ugly. She has enrolled in fattening classes in order to gain weight. A lady was making them understand we should eat unhealthy meals. We can gain weight soon like this. Menco and her friend were bullied here in this class, because she has gained just half a kilograms in the last 3 months. Even the other students with her have gained 30 kilograms in 3 months. The teacher says to Menco, "None will accept you in the society if you will remain slim." Menco gets hurt because of it. Then they are shown in a restaurant. She was trying to eat more, but how much a human can eat at a time? Menco becomes sick because of eating more. Zan Pang comes to meet her to the hospital. He says in front of everyone, "You look beautiful as slim. You don't need to be fat," and Menco ignores him. It makes Menco depressed when the doctor says Menco has to use light food for a week. She can't eat anything to gain weight. She was still upset because of being slim. Zan Pang was compelling her to leave the fattening program, because she is becoming sick because of it. Menco refuses for doing this. Menco is again shown in the fattening program classes. The teacher was telling Menco and her friend are terminated, because the thin girls like her will ruin the reputation of their institute. The management doesn't need the thin girls to represent their institute. After all of this, Menco's friend committing suicide, because her fiancé has refused for marrying her, until she becomes fat and she comes in mid of a road hurriedly. The car was about to hit her, but a handsome fat man has saved her. We discovered the man was the creator of the fattening program. The man again gives admission to them in their fattening program. He also scolds his worker who has terminated them from their program, because he believes this program is for skinny girls. They want to look beautiful after being fat, and the boss was giving Menco his business card. He says, "You can call me at any time." Menco gets impressed by his kindness. Zan Pang comes to meet his friend Menco. Menco ignores him and was looking busy with her phone completely. Zan Pang was feeling his friend will leave him after gaining weight. Menco claims that nothing like this will ever happen again. The following scene depicts a party. That is a kind of advertisement of fattening program. They want to show their fat students to everyone as an example. Menco and her friend were working here as waitresses. Everyone was waiting for a superstar in the party, and her name was Dabi. Menco comes to her boss for serving a drink, and her boss makes her meet with his friend and says this girl will rise as a new talent. She will gain a lot of weight in the next 3 months. When they leave, it reveals actually the idea to terminate them was also given by the boss. So the booze will become a hero while saving them when they will commit suicide. They burst out laughing like lunatics. They were making their fun while calling Menco and her friend chopsticks. The model has also arrived to the party for whom they were waiting for. It also reveals that she is Tian, Zan Pang's classmate, whom they bullied while calling her ugly. That's why she decided to become fat. She hates Zan Pang because she feels he makes fun of her while calling her beautiful and thin. Backstage, Zan Pang was also delivering donuts for this party. He decides to wait for Menco till the event ends. Dabi was delivering a motivational speech while telling her life story. She tells she was thin in her childhood, that's why she was teased in the school. From that day she has worked hard to become fat. As a result of it, today she was the prettiest girl of this city. Dabi says to the organizers while leaving the donuts weren't good. She doesn't like the taste. Menco was also leaving while saying bye to everyone as the party ends. But the friends of Menco's boss stops her for a short time. They offer her a drink and Menco stops there happily. She doesn't think that Zan Pang was waiting for her outside. Menco was jealous of a fat girl who was standing there. Being jealous, she bets for eating donuts, and the fat girl and Menco have to eat many donuts. Menco gets tired of this at a time, but the man was forcefully putting donuts in her mouth. Zan Pang also arrives there and becomes furious seeing all this. He takes Menco out from here. The people behind were making fun of them while calling them chopsticks. Menco was displeased with everything that had occurred. Zan Pang has taken her to a restaurant for making her relax. She says a thing was going to happen good in my life, but you have ruined it. She reveals to Zan Pang they are in a relation because of being skinny. Menco ends all her relations with Zan Pang while leaving the restaurant. Zan Pang becomes depressed because of it. Zan Pang was wandering on the roads alone. A huge billboard of fattening program falls on him. Zan Pang was pressed under it and gets faint. It discovers while reaching the hospital Zan Pang gone into the state of coma because of this incident. His mother was depressed because of this and wants to case on that fattening company. They have placed huge billboards everywhere. The boss of the fattening program got a notice from the court. The news and media were also criticizing them because their billboards have put many lives in danger. There was Dabi's picture on that billboard, so the media was criticizing her as well. Taking some information, Dabi discover everything is happening to her because of Zan Pang. She arrives at hospital while taking a bouquet for Zan Pang. She tells his mother she is the girl Tian who studied with Zan Pang in school. Zan Pang's mother becomes happy seeing her. She says you look beautiful after being fat. She gives a bouquet to Zan Pang and then he was shifted to a private special ward. Dabi decides to pay the bills of the hospital. His mother was happy because of this kindness of Dabi. It discovers when they leave that actually, she is not doing this for Zan Pang. She was doing this for building her reputation in the media. She wants Zan Pang to come into his senses so she can take her old revenge on him. Dabi again comes to meet Zan Pang the next morning and hits his face as a revenge. Then she starts jumping on his body. But her plan for revenge gone opposite because Zan Pang comes to his senses due to her ex. Dabi daily goes to meet Zan Pang to his donut shop after discharging from hospital. She asks them to improve the taste of their donuts while tasting them. She offers his mother one day to open a huge brand shop together. Zan Pang meets her alone and asks her, why are you being so nice to us? I already know that you hate me. Suddenly, Dabi gets faint during their emotional talks. Zan Pang takes her to the doctor and discovers she has gained this weight artificially and her health is affecting due to it. The doctor says many diseases can attack her if she will not lose her weight. She even can die in early age because of it. Zan Pang was feeling bad for her. He wants to help Dabi, but he doesn't know how he will do all this. Dabi was worried here because she has lost 5 kilograms in a week. She wanted to gain weight about 90 kilograms at any cost. This was her task requirement and uses the weight gaining tablets about which the doctors forbade her. Dabi's assistant also forbids her, but she doesn't listen to anyone. As a result, she had numerous rashes on her back. Dabi is shown in a radio show and motivating people for eating more. Zan Pang was also hearing this show, so he calls in the show and tells his name Donut. He says, I don't believe in what you are talking about. He says our weight doesn't value in society. He asks the people to be healthy instead of being fat. The phone ends and Dobby knows there was Zan Pang on the call. She comes and starts saying ill to Zan Pang, but she was feeling dizzy. Zan Pang takes her inside his house. He gives her green tea and makes her understand that our health is important from the beauty contest. Dobby asks Zan Pang while leaving if I will live on my own way while ignoring people, what will happen? Zan Pang says nothing will happen. Everything will be good because I always do this in my life. I am satisfied, and then Zan Pang is shown meeting her often. He was helping her to lose weight. Dobby goes to the restaurants and Zan Pang eats her food from there. Likewise, she eats less. Dobby for the first time understands Zan Pang. She starts loving him. Zan Pang is shown in his shop and his mother tells him Dobby is in the hospital because she has taken many fattening drugs. Zan Pang discovers the news was wrong when he reached the hospital. This news has ruined his reputation. Zan Pang meets Dobby, who was sitting alone in a garden. They share their feelings. Dobby was feeling good after it. Zan Pang leaves her home while lifting her on his back. The time of 1 year has passed in the movie and Dobby has taken a break from modeling. She was now working on her health. She was slim and felt healthy. Dobby's assistant asks her to meet Zan Pang because she knows Dobby always misses him, and she comes out of her apartment in a year. Then she goes to the park where she often meets with Zan Pang. Zan Pang also arrives there in a short time. She was shocked to see him and Zan Pang makes her feel like he doesn't recognize her. Dobby gets surprised as he calls her Tian. And Dobby was happy that he has recognized her after a year when many things were changed. They are shown happy here. This was the happy ending of the movie. The moral of the movie was whatever will be beauty standards in the world. Either fatty are considered beautiful or slim ones. The true beautiful human being is one who is beautiful at heart. With it, this explanation ends.